Darvanalee Design Studio. This is Flosstube number 1, an introduction, and my name's Nicole Reed, and this is...
And I'm Bec.
And Bec's my little sidekick for my quilting business, and we've decided that we're going to be doing cross-stitching. We're very new, we're not experts by any means at all.
No.
We've only been doing it for, well, I've only been doing it for 6 weeks. Bec's about
a month at the most.
Yeah, 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah.
And basically we got into cross-stitching because I've been interested in it for a little while. And I've just been procrastinating along the way and not getting into it. And then back in June, I bit the bullet and I bought a couple of kits off AliExpress. They have since arrived and I started doing one of them. Yes. And then I sort of got a little bit addicted to it and started buying kits and stuff like that. And back in June, I also joined the Fat Quarter Shops, their Chalkful, I think, yeah, Chalkful Embroidery Club. So I got that, and that came and it went into the cupboard because I was working on the little cross stitch that I got, and I got very addicted to it. But what has sparked my interest in cross stitch was the diamond painting that I got into. That'd be about 18 months, 2 years ago now, wasn't it?
It's getting close.
Yeah, it'd be 18 months ago. Months. And I've seen the correlation to the both the crafts. But yeah, so 6 weeks ago I bit the bullet, bought some kits. Bec has got some kits as well. So we sort of gave it a go with a little kit that we got that cost us all $5. And we'll show you that. It's a work in progress, so we'll show you that in a moment. A little bit about myself. I've been a crafter for, well, I turned 49 this month, so... yeah, a long time. 41 years I've been crafting. The first craft that I sort of got into was sewing and latch hook rug making. I dabbled a little bit in cross-stitching at school. My teacher wasn't sticking with that for very long, so basically I didn't pick it back up again, and I didn't gel with that particular teacher. Yeah. It wasn't... I don't think she should have been teaching teenage kids. We've talked about this before. So yeah, so basically... I didn't pick it up again, but then I've done all sorts of crafts. I've done paper crafts, I've done pottery, sewing, quilting has been my main passion for the last 9 years. So yeah, so basically that's sort of what I do, and I try things along the way just to keep my interest and my crafting journey going. About 18 months ago, Bec and I started working together. And yeah, so I just drag her along for everything now. Yeah, you came to a class, wasn't it? Well, we met at Girl Guides.
Yes, we met at Girl Guides because both our daughters
done Girl Guides.
Girl Guides together.
Or Girl Scouts, for those that don't know what Girl Guides is, because it's different in different countries.
That's right. And then we sort of, friendship sort of started from there, and then I come along, with Talon. Yeah. To do the...
Yeah, they did an accordion pouch at class here. They just wanted to do a little pouch and just get the feel of sewing and stuff like that. And
mother-daughter bonding, that's because we had the chance to, because my other children were away. So
yeah, so it was really good. They came and done a mother-daughter day, made a little accordion pouch, and then Bec sort of just hung around since then.
Yeah, she can't get rid of me now.
So she just sticks around and she helps me out behind the scenes, helps me out with the crafting side of things, like for helping me get block of the months prepared, and also does a lot of the technical stuff when we do live streams for the channel and stuff like that. So you would have noticed that if you're new here, you would have noticed that we have a lot of stuff going on the channel. We have live streams every Friday, and that's just a studio chat, and I talk about Finish It Friday, which is my quilting side of things. But we decided that we were going to do a Flosstube because we want to share our experience with the rest of the community, and also maybe some beginners might come across it, and we're just going to show you what we've learned in the last 6 weeks, and what not to do. And just very candid and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so we're hoping that you'll stick around for the video. We're hoping not to go too long. We've got a few things to show you today. We've got some whips, some haul, and some thank yous to and some shout outs as well. So we'll get stuck into whips.
Okay.
Alrighty. So as I said, 6 weeks ago, we sat down and got on the internet and went to AliExpress because we didn't really know where to go.
And it's an easy place to start.
Yeah, it was easy for us because for those that don't know, we're actually in Australia. We don't I've since found a lot of cross-stitch places and stuff like that. Etsy seems to be my go-to place at the moment. And also the Fat Quarter Shop. There's a wish list like a mile long.
Huge wish list.
And 1, 2, 3 stitch. There's also one there too. So yeah, I've since found all the different places through watching the Real Housewives of cross stitch, and also Pam and Steph. Yeah,
their channel's called Let's
Just Keep Stitching.
Just Keep Stitching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found those two first, and also the Fat Quarter Shop. So just watching those 3 channels, I've learnt where all the different places are. So since we placed the order, that's what I've learnt on that. So this is the little kit that we ended up getting. It cost us all of $5, and we thought we'd start with a small one because we didn't know if we were going to like it or not. So, and it's a pin cushion. So I figured if I didn't like it, it was something that we could use because we both sew, on our machines and stuff like that. So that's the little
it'll
kit.
be handy.
Yeah.
No matter what.
That's the little kit we got. It came with everything we needed. It came with 2 pieces of Ada cloth in it, and it came with all the floss as well. And this is our progress. So this is my mushroom. I've made a few mistakes in there with the counting and stuff like that. I've since gone and got new glasses, better lenses to see things up close. And Bec, I'm doing mine in hand, like I'm stitching in hand, and I think that's probably how I am going to stitch.
Yeah.
Whereas Bec, you're finding
I'm liking the hoop.
Yeah,
yes.
she's preferring the hoop. So
especially to get started with.
Yeah. It was like I put mine in the hoop. And I think I got up to this first dot here, and I took it out. I find stitching in hand and using the sewing method is more comfortable for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to doing that anyway. So, so how did you like it?
With the hoop?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm finding it really easy. Like, it's just more manageable for me.
Yeah.
Like, it stays flat. It's,
And, like we paid $5 for the kit and it came with everything. And I must say, you do get what you pay for. Bec has actually got a stash of embroidery flosses and stuff like that she got from her mother-in-law from a thrift find. So she's been just using those. And the quality of thread is so much different. Like, I don't know whether you could pick this up on camera, but it's very fluffy. It kept splitting. When I first started, I used the needle that came in the kit. I quickly swapped that out for a bowen needle because it was splitting the threads and stuff like that. At first, I just thought it was my dodgy sewing, but it is actually the floss feels a little bit funky.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's a great kit.
Especially for the price.
For a beginner. But yeah, so that's our little work in progress. And that's Bec's work in progress.
Yes.
Me, on the other hand, I have found that I'm probably going to be a serial starter.
I think so.
Because I had a cross-stitch kit come in, and it's from Hands On Design. So this is the kit that came from the Fat Quarter Shop. It came with all the floss that I needed, and the chart, and all the bits and pieces that I needed, which I'm just trying to find. And it's in a Ziploc bag, our trusty little bags. And basically, yeah, so it came with everything that you needed. You've got, so that's a hands-on design one. It's a cute one. I like it. I actually like working on the black Ada. And it came with all the flosses that I needed as well. Yep. So the Classic Colourworks is the flosses that came with it. And it came with the black Ada in it, the Witch Out Premium Ada fabric. And it was 18 inches by 25 inches. And it's 14 count, so that's that there. And basically, I had that sitting in the cupboard, and basically I was sewing away, doing the cross stitch on the mushroom, and it was calling me, and I had to start it. So last weekend I started it, and I sort of put it off for a couple of days because I pulled it out, and it was sitting there, and it was haunting me to start, and I didn't know how to start it because I hadn't. Sort of all I got was this little mushroom, and I just got in there and had a go, watched a couple of tutorials. But what tripped me up in the pattern, it said 2/2, and I didn't know what that was. So I spent a couple of days trying to find out what that 2/2 was, and Bec didn't know what it was either, because I asked Bec, and she's like, black, blue, I have no idea either. So we both had a blank look on our face, and we didn't know what to do. So I sort of searched around and I was enlarging pictures and everything like that, seeing if I could make it out, because I was a little bit embarrassed to ask how to start. Basically, that's what it come down to. I was embarrassed to start and to ask the question. So anyway, I ended up sending an email back off to the Fat Quarter shop, because that's who I got it through, and asked them the question, and the answer I got back was yes, it was 2 over 2. So I started stitching it out. It turns out that they obviously misunderstood what I was asking, and they were talking about working on the linen. So yes, it was 2 over 2 on the linen, but for Ada it was 2 over 1. And I have to say a big thank you to Kathy from Hands On Design. She contacted me. She reached out to me after I posted a picture up of my start, and reached out to me just to explain the 2 over 2. That was for what she worked on, which was, I think, 32 count she works on. And 32 count she works on. And so she reached out to me and just explained the terminology and everything and where I'd got wrong, because she didn't want me to get, all the way through and get to the point where I wasn't going to have enough fabric to finish the design. So I've done a fair bit of it before I ended up watching Kathy's video on Saturday morning, where she actually mentioned that, and then also had sent me a message at the same time to reach out to me. But quite honestly, I do have enough fabric. I used a cross stitch chart, and for the life of me I cannot remember. I will put a link underneath here of where you can find that, and I just put in how many stitches it was, and and how much fabric, how much of a border I wanted around it, and all that sort of stuff. And I do have enough fabric to finish it at keeping with the 2 on 2, because this is all that I had done before I knew that I had done something wrong. So so this is another work in progress, and I'm going to continue doing it. So my harvest is going to be a lot bigger than everybody else's, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. Like both Bec and I have looked at it, and we really like it. Like I don't know if you can see it on camera.
Behind it?
Yeah, if you could. So yeah, is that better? I can't see.
That's heaps better.
Yeah, so you can see there that it's 2 over 2, and I'm really liking it, and it's going to be a bigger piece, but it's awesome. I'm loving it. I think it's great, and I'm just going to continue going on with that. I sort of stopped on Sunday and didn't do any more, but I've made the decision this week that I'm not going to pull it out. I'm just going to continue on and be what it is, and then I'll just do a smaller one later on. So yeah. So that's all good. So thank you, Kathy from Hands On Design. Thank you very much for reaching out to me and explaining where I'd gone wrong. I really do appreciate that, and it's really good now, because now we understand what that means.
Yeah, and it's helped me as well.
Like I found a lot of videos, but they were explaining, they were mostly on linen. I couldn't find anything with Ada. And then after Kathy reached out to me, I did find a couple on YouTube as well. But so for anybody that is beginning and you've come across this video and you're a newbie to cross stitch, the first 2 from my understanding is the amount of thread. So it might be 3 over 2 or 1 over 2 or something like that. And then the second part of that equation is the number of holes that you go over. So thank you so much to Kathy for explaining that to me. I felt a little bit embarrassed that I had stuffed it up, so to speak. But you live and learn. I've only just started, so it's a happy mistake. It's not a, oh my god, I've wrecked it.
Completely ruined it.
I can't do it.
And you can't fix it, or it's nothing like that at all.
It's a happy mistake. It's going to get framed up, and it's going to be, it's going to be there to remind me of where I started.
Yeah.
So
it's all part of the journey.
That's exactly right.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. So I'm going to continue working on that. They're our whips at this point. So we've been shopping. So we're going to move on to haul now. We've been shopping. I've been a little bit more naughtier than Bec.
Yeah, she has been.
Excuse me. So as I said, I have joined the Fat Quarter Shops Club, Chalkful Club. So every second month they send out a kit, and Priscilla Blaine from Housewives is she done all the chalk drawings, and Hands On Design has put it into a cross stitch chart. So that is coming out every second month, and as I said, I've just started that one, and I want to have that finished Whether it'll be fully finished and complete and done and in the frame or whatever I'm going to do with it, that's another story. But I want to have it at least stitched out by the time the next kit comes, so I don't get behind with them. So yeah,
that's a good what's the word?
Practice to get into.
Practice, but just to have that goal.
Yeah, that's
to
exactly.
Get to. Like,
yeah, that's exactly right. So, because if you've watched any of my Finish It Friday videos, I'm a serial starter. But in saying that, a lot of the things in the Finish It Friday are actually class samples, step-by-step things. So I've got most of them finished now. So I allowed myself to get into cross-stitch, so I have some more starts.
That was your reward.
Oh, excuse me. I've had the terrible flu for the last couple of days, or a couple of weeks. And, yeah, I'm still on the mend. So, Hall, what did you get?
Okay. I got something in the mail today.
Yeah, just
so
in time.
excited. Couldn't believe that. Okay, so mine, it's an AliExpress one.
Yep.
So it came packaged in this little folder. That was quite cute, quite handy. And this is...
Do you want me to hold this? Because I don't think I'll get much glare on this side. There we go. There.
That's my new project, my haul. So
and it comes with everything.
Comes with everything.
And how many stitches is it? Where did you say that? Down here.
It's 130 by 188.
And it's on
14 count.
Ada?
Yep. Yes, it's Ada.
Yep,
Just the white Ada. Yeah, but it's got everything in it. It's got instructions as well.
They came with
and it came with a little bonus.
Yeah, it came with a little bonus pattern, and it also came with really good instructions. Like,
yeah, the definition, like how to do each.
We could have done with this a couple of weeks ago.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so it come with all that and that as well. So it shows you and explains everything that you get in the kit, which is really good. And don't show that.
No.
Yeah. So it comes with a colour chart, and it's got how many pages?
It's got 4 pages.
Yep.
So yeah, with really clear as well too.
Do a quick. There we go. There we go. So it's all in colour. It's laid out very well. It's got 4 pages to the chart, and yeah, and that's the design.
I love the design. So and
it's not for the children.
It's not. It's for me. I have a bad habit of that. I think of my children first. I go, oh, they'll like that.
When I said to her we were going to get into cross stitch, the first thing she says, I'm picking something for me. And I'm like, yay, that's awesome. I'm so happy that you are. Like, because it's easy to get into that trap of doing crafting stuff for our kids.
Yeah.
So yeah, so definitely. This is something for us. So we do a Friday night craft along. We get together every Friday night as well, so we'll be doing some of this on Friday nights and stuff like that. And we sit here, and quite often I say to Bec, but that's not your taste, that's not you. That's, Miss T or Miss K or Mr. D. Like, it's not you. Like, do something for yourself. So she's finally embracing that after how long?
It was
12
fun.
months.
I was scrolling through all the different designs. I'm like, oh, he'd like that. Oh, she'd like that. Oh, wait. I need to find something for me.
So I'm really happy she's doing something for herself. She's also got another one on the way. So that's all the haul you've got this week, isn't it? Oh no. Yes, that's it.
Yes, that's it.
Yep, cool. Awesome.
Let's see yours now.
Okay, so on to mine. I don't actually have that many. I do have a few coming. So again, we were searching on AliExpress, and this one I found from Amy Shop. Okay, it's called Christmas Tradition. It's quite a large piece, but when I seen it, I just fell in love with it. It's 240 by 240 stitches, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So that's the only picture that came with it, unfortunately. The rest is all charts. But it was a kit because we didn't know where to start or what we needed to get or what we were, what needles even to get. So, yeah, so that's just come back over this way a bit. Yeah, there we go. So that's what I ended up getting. So get a little bit closer. You can see some of that detail there. So I'm pretty excited to do that. I was going to do them individually and have them as Christmas ornaments. I've since decided not to do that because I found a whole nother set of stuff to do as Christmas ornaments from Little House Needleworks, I think it is.
Oh,
they're
okay.
so cute. They're so cute. But yeah,
I reckon that'll look nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to do it in a frame, and it came with all the floss that I needed. Came with the Ada, and I was really impressed. This is exactly how it came.
Yeah, I was really impressed when I saw that.
It's a booklet that, considering it was only $25.
Yeah.
And
so
it's
much
got
like care in the packaging.
Yeah, so the packaging came with all that. It came with all the floss. It came with the booklet, because it's a booklet, and it came with the Ada cloth, which has already been overlocked, so it won't fray, which is pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah. From my understanding, it doesn't. A lot of them don't have that sort of stuff, so I can bring that picture out a little bit better for you now.
Yeah.
So you can see there that it's so cute. I love it, and it's on that like oatmeal colour, and yeah, and it got some instructions. Not as in depth as Bec's one, but yeah, still nonetheless,
but it's still a good reference.
Yeah, it's a good one
that they've done.
And then while I was there, I couldn't help myself, and I had to get this one here. This was from, this is from, where is it from? Dream, I can't even pronounce the name of the store, but it's off AliExpress as well. And again, it came with the Ada cloth overlocked, all the threads that I need, the charts, and also the booklet and all the rest of it. So I got that. And then I was binge watching The Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. And when I say binge watching, I was binge watching. I'm up to episode 55 I'm up to, sorry. Yeah, 55. So I was watching that, and Chelsea mentioned that she was doing a cross stitch called How to Be a Mean Mother by Liz Kate, and I had to get it. So I was super impressed with this purchase, actually. Within 5 days I had this in my hot little hands, and this one came from 123 Stitch. This one came from. So that came.
Like I'm gonna have to get that one.
Yeah, that came from 123 Stitch, and it was here within 5 days, which is awesome considering we're in Australia, and that came from the US, and it was here in that time.
Yeah.
I can honestly say I have never got anything from the US that quick, ever.
Yeah.
So anybody out there from Australia that wants to get stuff from 123 Stitch, I highly recommend them. Their posting out quick, comes perfectly packaged, even has do not bend on it, the whole lot. So yeah, so that is one that I want to start. And this one I am super excited about. This one came yesterday, and Bec has seen it, and I'm thinking she's going to steal it. Like, I'm going to have to pat her down before she leaves today.
Because she knows that I love this.
Yeah, so this one came from Journey of a Stitcher on Etsy, and basically it is the Prairie Schooler pattern, where the bees are. So you can see that there. I can't show you the back because it has a chart on the back, but yeah. So that is one that this is going to be my summer stitch. I'll probably start this in the next couple of weeks. I've just got to get it kit together. But yeah, this will be my summer stitch, my spring summer stitch, along with my Christmas stitch and my How to Be a Mean Mum mother. So yeah, I was pretty excited that came in, and Bec's eyes just lit up when she seen it. And I'm like, no. So I did, and again, that came very, very quickly. I purchased that at the end of last week, and I had it yesterday.
Wow.
So yeah, and that came from Journey of a Stitcher on Etsy. So I'll link up her shop down below. She's got some amazing patterns there for anybody here in Australia. She's really quick with getting her posting out, which is awesome. And you know, she's here in Australia. She's an Australian online one, so I want to support our local people as well. Like, there is some stuff that I can't get here, and I'll have to get from other places, and obviously not AliExpress. There's a couple other things that I've got coming from Ali. My daughter wants to sort of have a go at it, so I got a sewing theme one, so if she decides that she doesn't want to do it, I can still use it. But it's stenciled, so it's it apparently comes with a chart, but it's also stenciled as well. So when that arrives, I'll show you what it looks like and whatnot. And I think it was only like $18 or something like that. So for, you know, something like that, it was quite economical for me to get into it, because it comes with all the floss, comes with the pre-stencil, and everything. So yeah,
especially when you're first starting out. So
Yeah.
Perfect for us.
Yeah, so now Bec and I have to make a heap of I have to make a heap of project bags. Bec has only got one thing or two things in the make, so she's got to make another one. So this is our little project bag we've got for the mushroom one. I just recently did a tutorial on this, on how to make this, and it's done with French seams and the lace zip. And it fits everything in there. Like, I've actually got a lot in this one. I did this as a live tutorial on the channel. I've got all the floss for the mushroom, some needle, scissors. I've got some magnifying glasses in there because I was having a.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I'm finding that I'm having more trouble stitching on the light white Ada than I am on the black Ada.
Yeah.
So
the black Ada is.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Like, a lot of people have been saying that they are struggling with the black, but I'm not having that problem. So I got a pair of these the other day. These I think are a 3. I just magnified it up to, and when I'm struggling to see where I'm coming up to a colour on the mushroom, I'm using that, because that's a 16 count Ada. It's a lot smaller. Like, it's very small actually, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Compared to the 14.
I was.
Yeah,
struggling on a few stitches.
So I'll link up the pattern for that for anybody that's chasing that as well.
That all fits in there really nicely, actually.
Yeah, it does.
It's perfect.
I've got a couple other tutorials coming up for different bags with like vinyl on the front and stuff like that.
So you can see what projects you've got in each bag.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
So I was like, so basically I want to actually start this one sooner rather than later.
I think I might have to go shopping.
I'm guessing Bec's monopolising the computer after this and go do some shopping. But yeah, so we'll leave all the links down below for you of where we got our stuff, and just little comments and everything like that. Basically, yeah, that's pretty much us, what we're doing and what we're going to be sharing with you. We hope that you enjoy it and you come back again. And this is our first, as I said, it's our first one
episode.
And we're very, very nervous. I've since I also started on Instagram. I joined in with the common threaded stitcher that was put together by Qd.
Yes.
There's a whole heap of other ones, and I do have them written down somewhere. There they are. So, Cooter on a Log, a House of Stitch and Stash, PG Soap, which is Pam from Just Keep Stitching.
Oh, okay.
Quirks and Stitches, and Steph from Just Keep Stitching is also a part of it as well. Snug Harbour Crafts, and Tech Guy in the Hive is Kia B's husband, I think.
Oh, okay.
On that, I'm assuming they're always together, so I'm assuming. So basically they put the common threaded stitch art together, and each day there's a prompt. So I've missed a couple because I'm only new to it, so I don't have a favourite designer yet, but I can tell you now, I love a lot of their stuff, and I love a lot of their stuff, and I'm just loving hands-on design. Like, they are, at the moment, they are my front runners for designers in favourites.
Yes.
But I'm sure I'll find many more after.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah, I'm
sure we
positive.
both will.
Yeah, I'm positive we both will. So I've been doing that. So if you're on Instagram, head over to our Instagram, which is Darvanalee Design Studio, and you'll see there each day we're given a prompt, and we put up all the pictures and stuff like that, and you can follow the hashtag and you can get to know all the stitches that are around. It's been very, very exciting. I even managed to find a picture of me with a really bad hairdo. That was not long after my hair got cut. It had been long for so long, and it was just like we went ping. And so that's it for this first introduction to Flosstube. We hope that you enjoyed it, and we hope you come back again. Hopefully we'll have some more progress done for next time.
Yes,
and
we
some
will.
more well, I know I'll have all.
I'm wanting to get in and get some done now.
So thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you all again next time.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.